Well, I went to England, but who fucking cares? Welcome to Weekend at Effy's. There's so much other shit to talk about, but we are going to talk about Sunday roast, seeing your mom, eating minions, and what else, Peter?
Fucking the hands of Christ.
The hands of Christ. You got to wait till the very end to get the memento about the hands of Christ. I better help. Just kidding, you fucking. That's crazy. Who would fucking support that? He just wants to be a vape dog. How was that pitch? How many millions of dollars would you invest into Vape Dog, the newest superhero movie? Okay. Am I saying frigate correctly? I don't know if I am. Here's the pitch, everybody. 1 second pitch. Please get at me. You can DM. I'll even let you DM me on Twitter if you want to fund this film. It's called Vape Dog. One day our dog just started vaping. And then now he has the magical power of being able to fly and turn into a frigate ship, largest on the Atlantic Ocean, and also laser eyes. And all of that just because our dog started to vape. But sometimes he just wants to play fetch. He just wants to be a regular vape dog. And somebody better get him a charger. Does anybody have a C charger? His vape is running low. Oh my God. His geek bar is blinking. He's going to be pissed. He's not going to be able to remain as a boat unless we get him a charger for his, C cord, like the universal C. Okay, cool. Well, how long is it? Because he's got to puff it through the front of the boat. Hi, everyone. I think we're recording. Are we recording? Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Effy from Stage Screen Internet streaming service and in person in real life and from wrestling people. And here with Petár. Petár, making sure everything's up and running. Doing a lot of behind the scenes work right now, including, not getting me a Whippets bottle 6 liters wide, but a bunch of other tasks and activities that are absolutely necessary to this podcast existing. You may be asking yourself, what the hell are we talking about? Didn't you just do an episode last week? I had someone say that to me. They said, didn't you just do an episode of that? So, well, we do it every week. And because there's so much happening in the world of Effy, X-Fed, fix yourself. That's the line of the week. As we enter into SummerSlam weekend, not everyone knows about SummerSlam. It's the drunk cousin of WrestleMania. It's the kickoff, truly the kickoff of the next WrestleMania season, because this will lead into Royal Rumble, which kicks things off into the real Mania season. So this is like the Mania pregame season, and that's all happening this weekend in Cleveland, Ohio for SummerSlam. But I'm not only in Cleveland. I'm also going to Asbury Park, New Jersey, House of Independence. We'll discuss all of that on next week's episode because I have to go one-on-one with Raj Desi, the former Jinder Mahal, now referring to himself almost exclusively as the Maharaja, which is it's like a holy spiritus inquisitor, like a holy leader of a land or a place, but he is in fact Canadian, and that's fine. Whatever gimmick you want to go with it. But welcome to the Indies. We're gonna see how that goes. Votes in the chat. Let me know. Do you think he's going to bleed? Do you think I'm going to bleed? Do you think we're going to have a classic barn burner of a violent encounter? Or do you think I'm going to chew on his tongue while it proceeds down my throat? It could go either way. I think we're almost there. Oh, this is incredible. Please welcome to the stage my co-host, last but not least, Petár.
Hello.
Welcome to the party. You are not only the co-host of the show, you're also the executive producer.
Yeah.
And
it's Mercury retrograde season.
Audio assistant and audio engineer.
Yes.
You're your own assistant. Yes. It's Mercury retrograde season?
Yeah.
Isn't it always, though?
Yeah.
Isn't it like saying, it's late at night, but it's the morning? Like, it's always the dawn of a new moment. And night and day, yet they interconnect. We proceed to act like there's some intrepid border between the timelines. No, we just exist forward as the sun rotates our skinny little oceans.
It says the battery's about to die, but the motherfucker's plugged in.
Well, you know what? we're going to do our absolute best. But I'm going to tell you what, during Mercury retrograde, if they miss a week of video, then maybe they missed something they weren't supposed to. What if my pants rip during this episode? And thank God we got it deleted.
Well, before the video potentially dies on us, do you want to show them your...
Look at my challengers. Can you see it? Hey, I just want to say, if you've ever wanted to make love to Zendaya and or your best friend, this is a movie for you. Challengers, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Luca Guadagnino, the new sometimes friend and lover of such superstars as Omar Apollo from the famed album and track Less of You from the famed album. What's the album called? God Said No. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't you dare. God Said No. Omar Apollo really killing it. We're proceeding in the week. You know, if you're not on the Patreon, it is a little weird because they're going to get this episode extremely quickly. And so they're going to be thinking about what is going to be happening next week because there's already stuff being presuppositioned into our lives. Like tomorrow, you don't have to go anymore, Peter, if you don't want. Do you want to go see Washed Out?
I'll go see Washed Out.
All right, I didn't know if you wanted to go or not.
Yeah, I mean, if you have someone else
no one else wants to go.
Oh,
no one else wants to go with me. Is that sad or is that indicative of a mature growth response to my taste in music these days? Here's my question. Are there any of those left?
Yeah.
I think that's good. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So we're going to go to a concert tomorrow together. It's going to be a great time.
And then I have the next day off, so that's kind of
perfect. That's nice. The Friday day off needs to be a tradition. You're working too much, my love. You're working too deep in the night.
Yeah.
Too long in these days. What do you think about a clone?
That would be nice. That would be really fucking nice.
What percent dumber than you would you make your clone?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was on my way home today, and Lucy,
stop.
On the way home today, and my friend's telling me about like, oh, you know, I need to be wearing glasses, but you know, I don't need to be seeing all of that. And I go, you know what? You're so right.
You're right.
You're
you don't
so
need to be
right.
seeing all of that.
You're so right.
18%, too high?
Yeah, drop at 18%. That's perfect.
Yeah. It's
You don't want to drop it too much.
Yeah, if it's too much past a certain level, it's hard for them to take directions.
You want to get below the too smart for therapy threshold.
Oh, yeah. Self-awareness. I want you to have self-awareness.
No, I want less self-awareness.
You know, but you have to at least have it to exist.
Yeah,
like,
you
know,
true.
I think some things aren't. You know,
but
it's
I don't
like
care so much
Stegosaurus.
about the existence of this clone.
I don't think a
need
Stegosaurus knew it was a
functionality.
Stegosaurus.
Can I clone myself into the body of a Stegosaurus?
What would you do? And I guess you wouldn't have to do anything but eat and be a Stegosaurus. Where does Stegosaurus sleep?
We would figure it out.
Is it cave or outside?
Let's improv this Stegosaurus.
Okay. Do you think Lucy and Bebop know their dogs though, right?
Lucy, do you know you're a dog? Bobby just let out a noise that lets me know that he knows he's the dog.
Bobby's a dog. He knows it.
Lucy, are you a dog?
Are you a doggy? You a puppy dog? Are you a puppy dog, Lucy?
Lucy, are you a puppy dog?
Or are you a horse? Lucy, are you a horse? She did a horse noise.
She made a horse noise.
You're a dog. You're a dog. Proven.
I don't know. I think she thinks she's a horse.
She may think she's a horse. Did you? Sounds like a fart over here, baby. Bobby made a weird noise though. That was good. But she made a horse noise. I want people to see at home that she did a full with her mouth before she started barking. Known fact. All right, are you ready for the new segment on our podcast? You think it's working?
That'll be fine.
Okay. Are you you ready for the new segment on our podcast? How hot is Al Pacino in Serpico? My God. That was it. That's the new segment. Oh, this is chaos. And this is our life. So I went to England real quick. Like, did it feel quick?
It was very quick.
I did 3 shows in 26 hours.
God.
I'm going to function the schedule at you. You're not impressed by this anymore, but I'm hoping maybe some new listeners will be like, it's kind of a crazy travel schedule. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm not impressed anymore. It's just like...
No, I don't think you need to be impressed, but you have to...
Okay, this is what happens is that like I'm at work and everyone goes, oh, so where's Taylor this weekend?
Oh,
And
my
I go,
God.
I have no fucking idea.
Hold on. This is what happens, though, is... People get so sick of me, not me, actually me, but hearing about me that they're eventually just like, what the fuck? Can I stop hearing about you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You have to
kinda.
understand. I'm not saying you're at that point yet. I'm saying like you have to be aware that this is a thing. Me and AJ get along so much better now that we don't live together because he never really has to like I'm not really brought up. Am I saying this in a bad way?
I think I know what you're talking
Like if
about.
I live there and he has friends over and I'm never there and there's just weird shit everywhere, it's like a point of like discussion every time you're around. You know what I mean?
It's like
Hey, he's not here. Why is all this stuff here? Does he keep a whole room to himself here?
It's the side effect of your existence is elephants that live in rooms.
Okay. What is that? What is the elephant?
Because your existence is not normal enough for you to just have stuff.
Right.
All you have is, so what's going on with that thing?
Yeah. Is it still in there?
Yeah. So if we say like the proverbial elephant in the room, all of your belongings are elephants that exist in rooms.
Okay, I'm into this. I'm not into it in that I'm into it. I'm into understanding it.
It's like it's someone. It's like oh yeah, that's Taylor's stuff in the corner, and then like a Jack in the Box goes boing,
And it takes over the whole room.
Yeah.
There's just a fucking giant clown in your face. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Well, you're getting used to it. It'll be fine. Or you'll kill me. I don't know. Like listen, here's the thing. I have thought more thoughts than kings of these nations around the land. Okay? I've seen more cocks than Napoleon Bonaparte. I stand by that. Okay? I have traveled to the world's finest destinations. I've eaten all the flavors and tasted all the things. I've seen the art. I've watched the cinema. I've felt all the feelings of soreness, of power. If you not that I was a desirable position for me, but if you get one off and kill me, what do I regret? What have I not gotten to be a part of? Would I love to burn another 1,000 candles and drink another 100 gallons of the freshest juices and have a sweet, tasty, tangy dried meats from the halls of the smoker? Yeah, I love all those things. But, if you finally get it done and kill me, nothing would be lost to me because I've felt what I've needed. And I hope that you live a life where you feel like you have tasted the salts of the earth.
It's been revealed to me that you die in your 90s from the third clone of Lucy. She pushes you down the stairs of your apartment.
Does she have thumbs?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I go, Lucifer? And she goes, duh. Do I go, Lucy, make it quick? Like I'm fucking Fassbender. Just make it quick. Oh, what a life. Go watch that movie on Netflix. What's it called? The Killer? The Killer. Good one. I went to England.
I actually rewatched that the other day.
How was it?
It's fun.
It's fine.
It's just not as good in the theater.
As in the theater?
Yeah.
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 For sure.
Yeah.
And plus, I can't really sit through the first scene without needing a little break. It's a lot of the same thing. and it's long. It's 27 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Can we get to the getting to? You know, it's like that. We love you though, Michael Fassbender. Magneto was right.
The
like,
middle of
I
that
feel
movie
you.
fucks.
Yeah. The middle and back half of that movie fucks. But I got to get to the place. Flip flops out. That's what throws me off.
Yeah, the ending doesn't hit as well for me.
Because it doesn't go out with a bang.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't snap.
Ah!
It
That's how I
doesn't
feel.
snap.
Here's the schedule. I'm going to run it fast. This is for our listeners at home. All right. I leave here. I went over to AJ's house. We hung out a little bit. Then I took the train down to the station, and it was looking like my flight was going to get canceled. Originally, it was going to take off at 6:45 p.m. Friday night, but it then took off at 8 p.m. Friday night. I did get a Comfort Plus upgrade. That was nice. On both of my flights, thank God, I'm now, you ready for it? I'm gold Delta status. Thank you.
How many more rungs do you have to go?
What do you mean?
Like, when do you get to be God?
I think there's 2 more. I know Cardona's
When
at the
do you
top.
own Delta?
So they also, we're going to talk later. Me and the TSA are feuding again. It's not even the TSA.
Again?
I'm feuding with all security, and we'll get into it. I'm not, okay. Yeah. And now it says, congratulations, you're gold medallion. Discover your benefit. What do you think my benefits are being a gold medallion? There's platinum above that, and then there's diamond. Okay, let's look at this is good. Oh, yeah. Sky Priority. I keep my clear discount. Looks like a little bit more. Looks like I get priority on the wait list for upgrades. And I get Elite Team Plus status, like priority baggage handling. My bags come out first. I have a dedicated gold phone line. And I get extras.
Wait. Is the phone gold?
It's a dedicated gold phone. Well, I
It's a
can't
gold
see,
phone?
but I imagine the other.
What would you use the phone for?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like what?
Like you have a dedicated phone line, like if my flight gets delayed to call them and be like, what's up? That like not all the plebeians are getting on. You get free bag tags and drink vouchers. Pretty crazy. And it says, you get your choice of one of 3 abandoned babies to raise as your own.
Oh.
If you so choose to take on this journey. Funded fully by Delta. You just have to raise the baby and then return it to Delta when it's old enough to speak. I don't know what they're doing with these babies, but as a gold medallion member, I feel like, oh, yeah, let's go. Right? This is big time. So I fly to England, and the thing is, England's in the future time.
You know what it is?
What?
It's when they don't get claimed at baggage.
Oh, yeah, because you check your baby.
They got to do something with those babies.
You can't fit it in the, the overhead?
What you should figure out is is it the next tier up for the dog?
Well, I think the top tier, the diamond, is they turn you
White
into
slave?
They turn you into a baby and someone else raises you. And they say it's the most relaxing thing in the world to just like be a baby for 8 years. And then they return to their form to the Wizard Merlin.
That actually kind of rules.
Yeah, so you're going to get to be a baby for the next 2 years. Just shit where you want. Eat everything you can. You don't have teeth. And you can wear a diaper all over the place. You can't really move or function, but everyone will pet you goo goo gaga. Is that bad?
What is what bad?
Like, I guess not. People have baby like
existing as a
people
baby.
Want,
that
like
sounds
adult
great.
babies. That's a thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking about being an adult baby. That's not what I'm saying here.
Elon
I'm saying
Musk is
you
one.
are physically transported through a time of self to become a baby.
Yeah.
No, you're not yourself living as a baby would. You're a baby.
You're a baby.
Right.
Okay.
I also think it could be used as a form of prison.
So what, do you just die at 8?
No. You turn back. They have the technology.
You turn back like
Merlin the Wizard.
Cinderella.
Right. But you've gotten to live as a child again. But like, would you be a wise baby? Would you be a clear brain baby?
I would just be a baby by your rules.
No, but I'm saying I'm saying physically you're a baby, right?
Yeah.
Do you come with the wisdom or does it wiped until you return? Mentally, I'm returning to being a baby because of the oatmeal brain.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to talk about the oatmeal brain.
So okay,
Keep it to yourself. They say, Effy, keep it to yourself.
It's
oatmeal
just
brain.
there's no thread.
Kabbalah thread. The baby is given a Kabbalah.
Kamala thread?
Kamala thread. I worship which is the one with the red bracelet? The Kamala? Kamala?
Kamala?
Caramel?
Caramel.
Kabbalah.
Kabbalah.
Kabul?
Kabul.
Kabbalah.
Kubala.
Kabbalah.
Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan? They're
Genghis
canceled.
Khan.
They were following white supremacists.
Oh, were they?
I don't know. There's something about it. I didn't read the whole story.
I mean,
I don't like them enough to care. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not heartbroken
I saw
by the
him
Kublai
live
Khan.
once, and the lead singer had a mustache, and he kept calling everybody baby, and I felt my insides quiver.
Yeah, I think he has a thing for only white people and not any other races, as if we're not a united species.
Oh, no.
I don't know. We're making assumptions, but the internet, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe we turn it off. Everybody, I'm putting it to a vote. Do we turn it off?
Let's turn it off.
I think we turn it off for a week.
Yeah.
If we turn the internet off for 1 week,
Every year.
when you turn it back on, oh yeah, every year.
Every year.
When you turn it back on, people will be like, nah. I think you see a decrease re-engaging in usage of the internet for a longer period of time than a week if you take it for a week. Think about how many things I would notice about the outdoors and what's around me.
It would also be incredible because people would fiend for it and then overuse it.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come back after the week, it would probably be the greatest week of internet ever.
Yeah, because we have so much to talk about.
So much.
You couldn't upload any of your vlogs while you're doing that. You know what I mean? Did you see the official Liverpool vlog? It's about 45 seconds long.
No.
Well, I'm going to show it to you so you
Okay.
understand what we're getting into this week while I go over the travel schedule, because this is what's going to be the most important part of understanding what it's like to be in England. Also, this match was announced with Andreza the Giant Panda. Are you excited about that?
Yes.
I'm quite excited. I cannot wait. Where did I put this? Okay, I wrote, this is a Liverpool official vlog. Let me turn the volume up. Let me turn this up. 5% left. Let's see if we get it done. All right.
Okay, you at the club.
Yep.
Okay, what? Are we dancing? What are we doing?
No, they're fighting in the street.
Oh, shit.
And then there's cops.
Oh, the grin on your face. Uh-oh.
Something else happened
Bobbies.
around then, too, that was pretty wild. Couldn't put it on the video. I was helping the seagulls not eat McDonald's. Like a king.
Millions strawberry C4s. £1.59.
I thought it was Minions.
You
It
thought
was so
Minions?
I was so tired in the morning when I grabbed it. I didn't think it said millions. I thought it said Minions. Ugh, what a fool. Okay, so I leave Friday night at 8 p.m. I land at 8 a.m. I then get in a car with Allie and someone else, and we drive 4 hours to Liverpool. We arrive at Liverpool at let's say 2,
Okay.
and the show started at 2. So we got there during the first match.
Okay.
And we were the fifth match.
Okay.
And we wrestled these two boys. And their names is Tom and Critchy.
Is that a name?
It's something. I thought it was... Okay, so I didn't find out it was Critchy until after the match. Because I just kept screaming, Crunchy, leave her alone, Crunchy. And he wasn't responding. And I was like, does this guy not know his own name? Turns out I didn't know his name. It's not Crunchy. But Crunchy sounds an awful lot like Critchy. And he has a Scouser accent. You know about the Scouser accent, right?
Scouser.
Yeah, she's a princess, isn't she? Hilton down at the hotel. Give her one.
Nah.
That's what he sounds like. I don't know why he sounds like that. That's what Critchy sounds like. So we had to beat him up, and we beat up his friend too. You know about that?
You're telling me.
Yeah, we beat him up.
You beat him up.
Beat the hell out of him.
Critchy.
Critchy. Yeah. You know about Critchy?
You're telling me about Critchy.
You know what I said to Critchy?
What'd you say to Critchy?
I said, you know what's a fucking shame, Critchy? He said, what's a fucking shame? And I said, Critchy, that I'm fighting an international superstar such as yourself, Critchy, on this fine Saturday matinee family show. And a week from now, what is my career going to even look like while I'm having to Joe Bear out to Jinder Mahal? Come on. And he said, that's funny, mate. Do you understand how silly of a statement that is that I'm making? One's a former world champion with about 10 years of salary TV belt, but he's the jabroni because this is worldwide phenomenon, critchy. We're talking about getting critchy with it.
Oh, my God.
We're getting critchy with it. What is la? We're getting critchy with it out here. You boys want to have a turkey for a drink and a smoke? That's what they talk like there.
Yeah.
In Liverpool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is this the show where you just giving everyone the middle finger, even though it was a family show?
They were like, it's a family show. Like, remember? And Ali was like, don't show your hole. And I went out to the ring and I just think I stuck it down and then I gave him one of these. I don't know. I'd been on a plane for a long time.
Thing she has to tell you?
Yeah. I was on a 10-match streak of showing my butt.
Yeah.
Where no matter what, at some point in the match, I would pull my butt out.
Okay. But butt is different than a hole.
Yeah, hole is joking. Hole is not funny. Crack is funny.
Yeah.
Crack with fishnet over it, incredibly funny.
Yeah.
Hole, never
Hole,
funny.
not funny.
Never funny. Like a little crack, hilarious. And at some points, I would do it just in the beginning of our intro, where I would just pull my pants down. She'd be like, no. Or the best was she thought we got through the whole match, and then we lose or something, and I just pull my pants down and leave. Just walk out of the room with my ass out. Because this is my life. I'm an outlaw. I'm a legend. I have no rules. Just right. Outback Steakhouse. Love it there. Have you been there? Not a long time, have you?
Not a long time.
What about the sizzle on that meat? Maggots.
Can we stop and talk for like 10 to 30 minutes about the sizzle on the meat?
Okay, yeah.
What's going on with the sizzle?
So we're watching this Outback commercial. I feel like I've seen a lot of Outback commercials. Like it's maybe not
just
as many
in general,
chickens, just in life.
They seem like they advertise close to the most.
The most, yeah. Like maybe Applebee's.
Yeah.
Applebee's, Chili's, Outback.
Applebee's, Chili's, Outback. Probably the same company.
Yeah, and then McDonald's. But like as far as a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
So maybe Red Lobster. I love Red. Oh, they're bankrupt. Fuck. Should we make cheddar biscuits?
Let's make cheddar biscuits.
I don't want any of their seafood. Like it's never, the seafood's never good. I want like a salad and cheddar biscuits. Is there an Olive Garden for Red Lobster biscuits?
Is there an Olive Garden for Red Lobster biscuits?
I'm saying, why don't we combine the restaurants? Why don't we have Olive Garden, Red Lobster, and
Olive Garden, but Red Lobster biscuits?
Right, but shrimp lasagna.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. That's
Eggplant, crab, parmigiana.
That's okay.
You don't have to get that.
That's fine.
What do you want?
Okay.
What do you want?
I'll have what
Octopus
I have.
flatbread? Do you want coconut shrimp? Coconut shrimp has a lot of vitamins from the coconut
throw some
and
flan
the shrimp.
on there while you're at it.
Oh, yeah. You don't like flan, do you?
You've named all things I don't like. How
what
about
do you
pineapple pizza?
Oh, yeah. It's delicious.
How about apple pie?
Caramel apple pie?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
What are we doing here?
What do you?
Let me put a little mustard on it and see what you got to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah, you want a little mustard on your apple
Throw
pie?
mustard on all of it. Throw mustard on every single dish.
Okay, perfect. This is going to be great. What a great dinner we're going to have tonight of shrimp, pineapple pizza, and as much caramel flan as you can fit in your mouth. Would you funnel the flan? Do you think with a suck tube I could funnel flan?
Yeah.
Like what's it called where you change the oil and then you pour new oil in? Funnel?
Changing your oil.
It's a funnel cake. So I wrestle this first show, and then all of a sudden I've got to wrestle for the championship belt.
All of your automatic word associations are just different foods?
Yeah. Have you ever seen me eat?
Yeah,
I
all
can
the time.
eat. I can eat. It's all food. That's how we stay alive.
It's all food.
I'm addicted to flavor.
I want to try a flan.
Do you? But you don't like egg
I'm
custard.
Flan curious.
Is that a pan curious, flan curious? Okay. I could get into it. I could. What You really don't want flan, do you?
I would be curious about a flan.
Would you want more than one bite of my flan?
Wait, I don't like the way you said that.
You want to split this flan?
I'll split a flan.
All right. We got to go get a flan.
Okay, we got to get a flan.
I ate all the rest of the flan, and I'll have more. But see, I like an old Southern egg custard, which is really like it's like a Confederate flan. It's like a Confederacy.
Get a Confederacy.
Publix has the best Conflan. I can't even say it. Publix has the best Southern egg custard pie.
Are you sure it's Publix, or you're not conflaning it with another?
Conflaning the two flans? Yeah, it's possible. Have we vote in the chat right now, folks? Lie while we're live. Have we fucking lost it? Is that okay? And how do you feel about everyone else losing it with us? I think it's perfect. So I had another show that day in Liverpool, and you're saying to yourself, when do you rest? Well, we'll get to that later, right? Right?
I would hope so.
I would hope. Well, here's one thing you should know about me. Some people go, oh, there's so many flights. Yes, too many flights, okay? But the long flights are great because back in the day, wrestlers, they used to abuse cocaine and they used to abuse somas and pain pills, all right? You'd get up on your coke and then you'd take your pain pills and your somas and your Xannies to bring you down, okay? Well, we're different nowadays. So I get real hopped up on fucking Sour Patch Kids and Mellow Yellow, and then I take a bunch of Advil PM, and I have my phone off, and I can't access my email, and the come down from that sugar high right into Advil PM territory while a podcast about shit I don't care about, so I fall asleep to it, is on. That is the most magical 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep of all time. And guess what? You know when you wake up? When they're bringing the food tray, and you say, I'll have an extra entree. And they go, what? And you go, I'll have an extra entree. And you just start being a little unreasonable, but nice about it. And guess what you get? An extra entree. So that's where I'm at. Just Advil PM yelling at people about entrees. I love these long flights. I'm going to go Calgary to Narita, Japan. And guess what?
You say long flights or flan flights?
Flan flights.
Flan flights.
If they serve flan on the flights, they serve tiramisu on the flight. Did fuck. They also had a dish. Here's how I know British people are just fucked up. All right. And I think they're great. I don't want to be like, I think Americans are fucked up and also pretty great. All right. I think Canadians are fucked up and really great. I think English people are real fucked up, but also great because they served me fucking ravioli with a red sauce and just a bunch of peas. Just peas and ravioli.
That seems relatively normal.
Just think about the visual on this for a second. It's just a bunch of red discs saucing around and just green balls everywhere.
You don't like shapes?
I don't like choosing the only shapes to be apparent are green balls in the ravioli. I think there should have been some consideration for how visually alien this dish looked in an airplane tin.
Yeah. I think you were still hopped up from your Sour Patch Kids and Advil PM.
You might be right. I might be just, it's what do they call it? It's not a speedball. It's like a 12-year-old's version of a speedball.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I've always been a fan of taking sleeping pills for long flights. Is this sound problematic as I'm saying it?
No.
That's normal.
No, I love abusing.
Me and
sleep
Maki
medicine.
we were like Dramamine.
It's you're at least using it to sleep. You're not like
I'm just gonna be in this
robo-tripping.
chair. I just need to go to bed.
You're not like, let's go to the plateau, man, and then chugging 3 bottles of Robitussin.
You ever gone down to the quarry while you was robo tripping and jumped off a lot of them cliffs into that dirty old water?
Psychically, yes.
Yeah, I know. It feels good. Feels crazy down there in the mud ditches. Just ripping one out. Did he just do a backflip off that cliff? That's crazy. Got to ride your bikes up there. Can barely pedal. Lost a shoe immediately. Just jumping off them quarry cliffs. That's what it's all about. What do you think? You want to go? I think we can still make it by sundown.
I'm good.
I think we can make it out to the old quarry by sundown.
As long as we stop and get some flan along the way.
Oh, yeah. You know what kind of shirt you should wear?
What?
Flannel.
Oh, I walked right into that.
Yeah, you did. How'd you not get that one? That was built for you. It was built for your understanding. So after this, obviously, I went back to my hotel room and I was sharing the room with a lovely gentleman, LJ Cleary. Now he's been in Japan for the past year, and he's from Ireland, and he's a very nice boy, and he has a beautiful, lovely girlfriend. I think they might be engaged, and he rested, and then I went out on the town because I only had a day in England, so I said, fuck it, I'm going out on the town. Guess what? Had a great time out there. In Liverpool! Out in Liverpool, we have a crazy drinking. I don't know if that's... I probably should have paid attention to their accent more, but they do say this a lot. What is law? You know about that? It doesn't matter.
What is that?
What is law?
What is that?
What is going on, lad?
What's going on, lad?
What is law?
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 That sounds like something Conan the Barbarian would say.
What is law? Yeah. It's a pretty crazy place. And also, fun fact, it was Pride in Liverpool that day. That very day. You know what else we did? We announced a 2-show Effy's Big Gay Brunch UK 2 weekend. What's wrong with me?
A lot of things.
I don't know. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say like the only you're pushing yourself.
You're a perfect angel.
I'm a perfect angel.
You're a
except
perfect angel.
I just keep doing gay brunches.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably good for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's 2 days of shows.
Yeah.
3 days of content. Live podcasts. Let's see. It's gonna be deep. Might be deep. We'll see how deep it gets. More info later. More information at a later time. And other information. It was a fun time in Liverpool, out in the Pride streets. Have you ever seen how hard they party in Liverpool? Too hard.
I've heard.
It's too hard. It's crazy. There's poppers everywhere. Diet Cokes galore. You know, just the worst. They roll these cannabis cigarettes there. And I'm not smoking any of them, trust me, because they mix it with tobacco and they just smoke it. It just smells like old rancid cat piss. I love it. We went to gay bars. We went to regular bars. All bars are gay bars, though, if you look around enough. And if you go to the toilets and you're like doing dick checks, they're all gay clubs. There's only like one guy that usually hangs out in there the whole time, but it's not me. But it does seem pretty gay to just be sitting in there passing out peppermints.
Oh, you're talking about that guy.
Yeah, and that's the pecker checker.
Yeah.
You got to show him when you go in.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And he's got to go, yep, there it is. Yeah, that's a weird person. And I'm supposed to pay him? I'm supposed to pay him to look at it? Was I not supposed to just pull it out for him? He was wearing a bow tie. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That guy looks respectable. I got to show him. He's in the toilet. That's the only place you're allowed to pull it out, is at the toilet.
Yeah.
And I make him put a little peppermint in my mouth. And he sprays the cologne. And he wipes my sweaty forehead. And he flicks my cock. And he says, get out there. And I give him $5. But it's all coins. That didn't happen. I don't know. I'm just probably still delusional from England. Had a good time.
Yeah.
After that, we left really early the next morning because we had to drive 4 hours to London. For what? I can't believe this is the next segment. I really should have thought about what I was saying before I brought up this section. Because what the fuck was I just talking about? Before talking about, my mom came to see me.
No.
She listens to the podcast. She's over it. At one point, there was a conversation we had, and I'm really jumping ahead here, where she said, what's up with this thing? And I said, I don't fucking know. And I wasn't thinking. And my mom knows that I have a filthy mouth and that I'm smart enough intellectually to be able to fill it in with words that won't matter and don't have to be so offensive. But I said, I don't fucking know. And she goes, honestly, that makes the most sense. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, no, I don't fucking, none of us fucking know. This guy, we didn't know what was going on with this. So my mom's texting me. Number one, in England, it's $10 a day on Verizon if you are roaming overseas.
Uh-huh.
So it's $10 I get access.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's only if you turn it on that it'll charge you.
Uh-huh.
So I had it off the first day. And Friday night I called my dad and was telling him, oh, like I'm going to England for a second. I'm going to see mom. It'll be cool. He said, okay, have fun. It's cool. So we had recent contact, I'm saying. And I turned the phone on Sunday to make sure my mom can reach me because she's just training in from Oxford, coming to the England land of Camden, which is some hippie ass shit. It was great. And I got to be able to contact her to make sure I know what's going on. But I fall asleep in this car the whole time. And I wake up to text, and here's the text I saw, which was, hey, I'm already here outside waiting, which we were not going to be there for another hour or two. And then she said, oh, got inside, told them I was VIP, and they were going to take care of me. And I went, that's my mom. Just was like, yeah, no, I'm Effy's mom. I need to be inside. And they're like, oh. And I got there, and she'd already made friends with everyone, was enjoying meeting all of the different people. Now, here's what's really awesome. So I have this super babyface move of having my cool mom show up. And she's got her mom hug shirt on, and she's seen a lot of wrestling because her son is one of the greatest of all time. Okay. Like they'll look back and they'll be like, I can't believe we didn't appreciate him as deeply as we did in the time, but he was sort of what sent us to the new generation of wrestling. And that version of me that just explained that is also the heel version that I needed my mom to clear on. My mom made everybody love me again because I got sent the information about our match for Sunday, and Allie texted me, and this was like Thursday before I left. And she said, did you see the stuff on this? And I went, let me go look. And instead of competently having my cup of coffee and hitting my little vape and having a calm morning, I instead just replied all, this is, I don't know how much of this email I can even reveal because here's what I replied all to everyone. I thought I was just sending it to the person for our match. Damn, this is a mess, bro. That's how the email starts. And I said, I'll do whatever is needed. But wow, goofy as fuck is the exact word. Like, I'm reading you parts of this email. It's 4 sentences long. Replied all. And I want to say that it turned out well, to speak in such a blunt manner, that this is the real me. I'm sorry. There's no covering it up. And thank God my mom made me look like the sweetest boy that ever lived because I got there and it was like people were kind of nervous to have discussions with me because it was like, what is like everyone, I think, thinks there's still a hierarchy in wrestling. And what I'm understanding is if I'm going to be the most successful I can be while not being morally as good, part of that would be for me to tell you guys, nobody knows what the fuck's going on. But if you know that, it gives you a chance to take my spot because no one fucking know what's going on. And sometimes you just got to be like, this is a mess and you got to make it better. And we made it much better. We had a great time. Progress was incredible. We beat up Session Moth Martina again as she was teaming with Ultimate Twat. I don't know if that's his real name. Ultimate Twat Charles Crowley. He has a top hat with horns. He has a little dance. He kicked me in the dick 2 days in a row, I'm pretty sure. And, bit of a, I think he sees himself as a bit of a theatrical performer, but we had a great time. Me and Allison did a big meet and greet with all the British folks. Danhausen was there. He's going to be in Japan as well in my Andres of the Giant scramble with Joey, Jimmy Lloyd, me, Danhausen, and the Panda. It's going to be crazy. That sounds like the craziest match of all time.
That sounds insane.
I'm going to do weird shit to that Panda Bear and to Joey and definitely to Jimmy. Danhausen cursed me one time, fucked me up, put teeth in my mouth, made me spit teeth in the air. It's disgusting. But I did see him in England. Now, here's another thing we did. All right. So I finished my match. There's more matches before we have to go out. And I was like, Mom, we should go get this tender treat you were discussing that you brought up earlier. Do you know about the Sunday roast?
No.
Okay, the Sunday roast in England, they have a big Sunday roast. And it's the typical roast. Like you've had like slow cook.
Yeah.
Big country stew roast. Well, it's like that. But there's a very specific thing they serve with it called a Yorkshire pudding. Do you know what this is?
I've heard of it.
It's like a weird eggy battery thing.
Yeah.
That traditionally when they make it, you put oil in a pan that's already preheated and then you drop it in so it puffs up the sides and it looks really crazy. And then you serve that almost like a biscuit kind of thing with the beef. Now this place makes Yorkshire pudding burritos with the roast inside. And so it's the full Sunday roast dinner with all the fixings wrapped in a giant Yorkshire pudding egg wrap thing. And it's so fucked. I love it. So this is what's even better. At one point, me and Allie are like, someone needs to go get us Sunday roast Yorkshire pudding burritos. And we're looking around trying to make like young students of the game do our work for us. And then eventually I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to do this with my mom. We go down there and she's like, I'll get Allie one too. And I was like, sick. Then I get back and Allie comes outside and she goes, got you a Yorkshire pudding burrito, sister. And I said, got you a Yorkshire pudding burrito, sister. And she goes, guess we both get two. And we did. We both ate two Yorkshire burrito pudding.
God.
It was so good. Just full of beef and potatoes and carrots with a little bit of cranberry and horseradish sauce. Oh, wrapped in that. It's just like the eggiest, lightest, weirdest burrito thing. I don't know. It's almost like a pita of egg fluff.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good times out there, I think. England. They have a lot of really good like gyros and shawarmas too. Everywhere you look. Incredible. Also, the vapes there are 2%. I just dropped my vape. The vapes are 2% nicotine over it, but the poppers are great. Had a little poppers on the plane ride. It's under 3 ounces. You can bring it. You can bring your gas station poppers.
Insane.
You can bring your gas station poppers. It's under 3 ounces and it's legal in England. Of course. Can I have an extra entree? Right? Is that a good impression of the plane? The guy on the plane doing poppers?
Is that the thing your mom had to talk to you about?
No. My mom loves me. She loves me so much. She says she's very proud of me. She's writing stories about me. They're from her perspective, and she doesn't need to know everything. She listens to the podcast. She knows a lot of things. It's fine. Now, afterwards, I was supposed to take the train. And I want to say this for all the young wrestlers out there, okay? Was I paid my full rate? Yes. Was I taken care of with all my transportation needs? Yes. Was I given the permission to charge them back for the tickets of the train to get me to my hotel next to the airport? Yep. Did I say, fuck that shit and order a Comfort Plus Uber, do not talk to me with the air low, Wi-Fi enabled in the Uber taxi and just eat that shit a little bit and then get snacks on the way? Yeah, I did. Because I had sold a lot of great merch to the beautiful British fans and I had a lot of fun and we did a lot of meet and greet stuff and I got paid for matches and I did 3 matches in 26 hours. And guess what? I'm riding in the Uber Comfort Plus and I don't care what you think. To all the haters out there. And guess what? Are they going to reimburse me on that whole thing? No, because that's not what we agreed on. But sometimes you eat a little bit because you go, no, I'm better than suffering. I'm not sitting on a train for an hour. What do I look like? What do I look like? And next time I will negotiate the Uber in. It'll be fine. It will all come at once. But I'm not going back now and renegotiating. And I'm not going to sit on a train. So guess what? You won't cover part of my Uber because it's what the train would have been. Dreams, sweet dreams, and I close my eyes every second of the night. I watched a British scandal show about Prince Andrew. Have you heard about his teddy bears?
No.
Okay, so he has like a lot of teddy bears, Prince Andrew, in his house, and he would bring over women all the time for brief one-night stand type sexual encounters, and a lot of the security were never able to like confirm who these women even were or their ages or whatever, but he would have all these teddy bears set up on the bed, and there was a picture in every room of how the teddy bears needed to be placed exactly, or he would scream at them. And I think that's definitely not worse than sexually assaulting children, but it's like close. To yell at your house staff for messing up the order of your teddy bears, you fucking man-child. They were like, Prince Andrew's royal responsibilities include ribbon cuttings and ceremonies and appearing for different charities and features. And you're like, this guy doesn't have anything to do except for scream about teddy bears and cut ribbons and allegedly assault children with Jeffrey Epstein because they were hanging out every weekend. And the queen's like, please don't bring him up. And she's like, but oh, my dear mummy. And then she snorts a line of fentanyl just so she doesn't have to look at his dirty old rotten life anymore. She says, I'd rather die of the Fenty than anything else and hear you talk. And then the queen snorts like 6 lines of fentanyl. It's crazy. This hasn't been confirmed. I'm just saying, like, legally speaking. But the queen does like 8 lines of fentanyl that's just ripping up her face. And Andrew's like, what do we do? And Charles's fingers are too big. He can't even do the compressions. And at this point, nobody knows how to use the Naxalone pen. So she's just on it. And she goes, do not revive. And says, fuck you, Prince Andrew. I don't know. It just seemed like she was embarrassed of him and may have OD'd on purpose. You know?
Yeah.
It's like not a suicide, it's like a shame-acide. Like she's so ashamed of Prince Andrew that she was like, anything to get out of here. Who's got that lace shit? Let me get some of that lace shit. Let me show Andrew what the fuck he's done to my life. Ruined it. He can live with this now. If he's going to live with all that other gross shit. Right? So then after that, Monday morning, flew back. Now, I flew out of Gatwick. I flew into Heathrow. Went to Liverpool, came back, flew out of Gatwick, a little south of the city. And I got to say, very easy process. Heathrow's a monster. It's a giant airport. Massive, huge. And then the way they do airports over there, they got a whole fucking like big area where everybody sits. And then like as soon as you're boarding, that's when they announce the gate. They don't let you hang out at the gate until you're boarding.
Yeah.
So this one, no. Just like go to the gate, freak boy. Have fun. Now, here's the problem. Here's my security issue. I notice I can't check in online. I get to the airport. They go, you've been randomly selected for high security screening. And I went, randomly, my ass. Okay. I was randomly selected in Canada, too. I'm constantly randomly selected to show my passport in the clear lane. I'm randomly selected for all these strip searches and fingerings from the U.S. government. Well, this is the English government this time. And they flagged me. And I get to the airport gate, and I go, well, nobody ever searched me. Nobody was searching me. And then they call me up to the podium. And I'm there with this, like, nice lady. She's, like, a middle-aged lady. And we both got called up. And they scan us, and then they are wiping us down, and they're looking through all our bags and rubbing on that, too, and checking it for poison, I guess. I don't even know what they're checking it for. And then we sit back down after they're done, and they're like, you can't go back out there. And we're like, what? And she's like, my whole family's like over there and I have all their passports. And they were like, well, they have to come over here. So they come up to get the passports over and they go, what are you doing, ma'am? I'm giving them the passport. And they're like, you could be smuggling something over the side of the wall there. And I was like, y'all, once again, I want to say we'll be generous. 22 years of nonstop this has given us nothing. And you think this like mom right here with 3 passports, she's the one? It was just crazy. And they held us in this area and I was real over it. And I wanted to go get a motherfucking Fanta before I boarded the plane so I could take my Advil PM. No, couldn't go back out. Can I go out and get a Fanta? No, we don't know what you're bringing back in. Oh, I got to do that. I got to deal with this. This is it's an infraction on our rights, and I am not going to stand for it. That's why today I'm announcing I am the vice presidential candidate that's joining Kamala Harris, and that as a part of the agreement, she is going to shame herself publicly for ever being a cop, and she's legalizing everything because she finally understands the Portuguese belief that the drugs are the consequences and the reward, and that you must live with what you do with your life, and that the government can't keep paying to put people away when we could put that money towards education and therapy and mental awareness of helping with real addiction problems instead of funding the prison system. She's going to do that live on Monday after Joe Biden. What was the politician that blew his brains out live on TV?
Fuck, I don't know.
Bud something?
Yeah.
Joe Biden's definitely not going to do that on Monday. I haven't heard through the grapevine. So just pay attention to that. If that guy forms more than 7 full sentences without gaffing, I think I'll eat a whole live chicken on live stream, because there's no way he can get through 7 full sentences without a flub. And I'm over it. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing, dude? Joe Biden, what are you doing? Did you hear Donald Trump started melting and they don't know what to do? Every day he puddles up a little more. They're trying to keep most of it in jars, but they don't know what to do. It's only from certain spots at a time. Like, it's never the whole thing, but he's dripping and they're trying to figure out how to reattach a lot of it to itself. What do you think dripped off first? The droopiest thing dripped off first. And it's not that thing. That's right. It's that weird skin tag he has hanging under his titty. It's just drooped right off. And he went, oh God, it finally fell off. But then both nipples just dripped right off. Like just dripped all the way down. We're going to have 2 new Wrestling is Gay tie-dye shirts dropping next week. We're going to have them up for a 7-day limited pre-order. Just because I'm shutting the rest of the merch site down, these are the only things that are going to be up for pre-order. I have a different distributor. Are you pulling me away? I have a different distributor who's going to be helping me out with these. So I don't want to mix everything up. And it will be the first time in over a year and a half. Oh, that was her. I thought you were just fucking with me.
No, that was
that
Lucy.
We will have tie-dye Wrestling is Gay shirts available for many times. So there's going to be at least 2 designs available. And why do I bring that up now? One of them is our new melted design, and it's melted.
Ooh.
So sexy. Ooh. Stick it. I'll have some questions for you later about finals because I trust your judgment.
Okay.
As someone who's got their ear to the grindstone, or whatever they say. Now I went home. Flew home, had to go through JFK, I think. Yeah, JFK. Not LaGuardia, JFK. Flew through JFK, flew back to Atlanta, got here in, I think, was relatively reasonable time. And then we watched Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And if you want to hear more about Roadhouse, I didn't promote it enough on the episode, weekendateffys.com. You can sign up for the Patreon. The astrological update is up.
It will be up when this episode is up.
So it's up.
And so will puppy photos.
Ooh. At the skate park.
At the
skate park puppy photos. Incredible.
Yes.
I'm working on a vlog. I've said that for 3 weeks. I've said that for 4 weeks. It's coming. You're going to get it.
I believe we have questions. I'm not getting notifications for anything, but I'm fine with it. I don't know what's going on.
We got to update that Patreon profile. And then the what can he fit up there?
We do have questions.
OnlyFans is coming soon too. We just find out what I can fit up there. That's the whole point of it.
1 or 2 questions?
Yeah, please.
All right, this is for Machete Von Kill. Anything you'd like to see when GCW returns to Harpo's in September? Any thoughts on those online getting mad about the parody of Eminem's new album cover on the graphics for the Detroit GCW show? Do you want to go ahead and answer those? And then
I love Harpo's. It's a very cool venue. It's so sketchy. It's in the sketchiest part of town. There's always a shooting. Like, please be safe. Lock your cars. Or don't keep valuables in them. But it's always like such a fun show. The backstage is crazy. There's always crazy guests. Let me just say this. GCW does like 100 shows a year. We've got to parody something for the show name, I guess. That's not my job. I'm not in charge of that. So, I know historically Nick Cage has been a big fan of Eminem. I'm not. Many of us aren't. But, it's
You
whatever.
don't like it when he puts the superhero costume on and then he raps in the video.
And I look like this and I got my wiener out. Me and Mr. Dr. Dre. I don't know. That's my Eminem impression. I'm not interested in Eminem, and I think he's kind of a goofball, and he's doing anything possible for people to still talk about him. It is the year 2024. Real Slim Shady came out in 1999. He is a classic rock act, much like Kid Rock or, Barry Manilow has got my respect. But
I love Barry Manilow.
Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave without taking, and I threw it away. Oh, Mandy. How was that?
Beautiful.
Barry?
Beautiful.
At
Okay.
the Copa. So, yeah, fuck Eminem.
And finally, I have stuff and things to mail to you, but I just need to know the following before I finish it off. Salty or sweet snacks?
Sweet but salty?
Sweet and salty.
We love both. I think
both
are necessary.
Yeah.
But I'm also a person that believes once you go sweet, you don't go back to salty. You salty first, you sweet in the middle, and then you salty again and you sweet at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the doggos allergic to anything? I found a wonderful dog bakery near my Arthos office. No allergies?
No. but they'll try to convince you they want to eat stuff they're not supposed to. Like how y'all tried to take my raisin bread. Goofballs. It's good raisin bread. It's got a lot of nuts.
Okay, this is from Julie Alexander. Do you think J.D. Vance actually had sex with a couch? At some point, yeah.
Okay, let me just say this. All right, I'm going to come clean here. There's a lot of reasons to hate J.D. Vance. Fucking a couch is not one of them.
Yeah.
Because for women, I know this sounds crazy, but men know there was some point where you put something weird between your mattress and you fucked it. And if J.D. Vance fucked it too, that's fine. Here's the problem. The problem isn't fucking the couch, okay? The problem is denying other people rights for much tamer things to have their lives go the way they want by creating some sort of Christian fascist law system built around your religions and your mythologies and maintaining a stupid base, when the fact is it feels good as fuck to come in that sofa, is what J.D. Vance would say, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
There you go.
But I will say I was 13. So, like, I don't know. When did he do it? Like, as an adult? Was this as an adult?
I don't know the timeline on the couch fucking.
I'd say the oldest you can be and fuck a couch is 15.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be a part of your adolescence
Yeah.
growing up. Like, you put a bag and a glove.
Yeah.
And, nowadays, let me tell you something. Discreet shipping. Kids, you have Apple Pay. Let me tell you a secret. Get a fleshlight and stop bothering other people. Leave them alone. Leave other people alone. If what you desire is to just fucking go and get it out of your system, down in Ecuador, I believe, you can still, they have the sheep that it's part of they say, we'd rather you guys go fuck these sheep than talk to these girls. Stop talking to these women. Leave them alone. And so in America, and I think globally now, we have fleshlights.
Well, talking about fucking sheep, I do think that we do have that's a perfect segue to talk about some more livestock related
Oh, good.
things.
Yeah, bring that in.
A couple of cows were smoking weed and playing poker.
No.
The stakes were high.
Livestock. That's funny. I just want to make it clear. We are not off the rails here yet. I'm not off the rails. We do not support fucking livestock or furniture. There's much better ways around it now. And, J.D. Vance, I don't think you're a good person. But is it because you fucked a couch? No. It's because you're a bad person and you wear more eyeliner than Gerard Way in 2006.
Okay, this is our last question. This is from Danny. For both of you guys, do you have a current favorite movie that's on Prime that you recommend? I didn't realize I was sitting on a video credit till this morning. So what would you recommend to grab on Prime?
Whoa, okay, so wait, you have the video credit so you can get something rental?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is huge. Now, I don't want to just suggest anything right off the bat that I'm guessing from. And here's the thing, they got a lot of deals on the rentals. So, my phone just died. I was trying to... Did you see Rampage starring Dwayne Johnson?
No.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
The gorilla keeps getting bigger. He doesn't know what to do. And Dwayne Johnson keeps getting bigger. He doesn't know what to do. Dwayne Johnson becomes...
The gorilla.
a penis.
Okay.
He's a human penis.
Would you recommend the beaver?
Yes. The beaver's very good.
Okay.
I recommend the beaver. I don't recommend it if it's giving money to Mel Gibson, but I don't think it is anymore. And I don't think it made any money.
How about this? Get Dogma. Because
Oh, yeah,
all
Dogma.
the money goes back to Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith
now.
has the rights to Dogma now. And Major Bendy's are making a Buddy Christ figure. So you can get Buddy Christ and Effy and put them together. And we can finally have the fucking fanfic of a lifetime showmance. Ugh. I usually don't like bearded men. But, like, I could make an exception. Do you think I could, the holes in his hands, do you think